Hi there, students. Something people always ask me is, what should I do to improve my English? How should I go about getting better English? So here are a few ideas. To me, the first thing that's important is you need to regularly increase your vocabulary. You need to try and learn 2 new words every day. You can't learn more than 2. If you try and learn 10 words a day, you're not going to remember them and you're not going to do it properly. But try every day to learn 2 new words, but not just what they mean, but how to actually use them. How to use them in real contexts. Yeah, it's all very well you know what something means, but you need to be able to use it. So when you decide to learn 2 words each day, you need to activate these words. You need to make real sentences with them. And that, I think, comes to the second technique that I would recommend, is whenever you can, talk to yourself in English. And this is the perfect opportunity to use these 2 new words that you've learned. When you're going about the house or when you're thinking about something, normally we have this internal dialogue. Well, try and make that internal dialogue in English. Practice things. This is something you can do while you're travelling to work, in a dead moment. Just all the time that you can, speak to yourself in English. And then that leads to the third thing. If you get the opportunity, try to speak to somebody who speaks English. Practicing speaking English with native speakers or even non-native speakers every day is a really good technique. It's something that will help. And then you'll be able to use your internal mental dialogues and the new vocabulary that you have learned. So what other things that you can do? I would strongly recommend trying to do some activity every day, watching a film, watching a series, looking up things about a subject that interests you. So, for example, I'm a real fan of bees. So if I wanted to learn Turkish, I should look up videos in Turkish about beekeeping. Slowly but surely that will increase my vocabulary. But it needs to be something that interests you, something that you feel a passion for, that you're keen on. And that will concentrate your mind to actually listen and do this thing, because it's a motivation. And now that we come to motivation for learning English is a really, really important thing. It's very often difficult to increase your motivation. You either have a motivation for this reason, so you either have the reason or you don't. But, for example, if you improve your English, you will probably get on better at work. Try to become the person that in the office that when the phone goes, it's in English. They give you the phone because they know you're going to understand. Try and get that, for example, as your objective. Okay, what about grammar? Grammar is useful, but I'm not a big fan of learning grammar. I think grammar is only important when it gets in the way of communication. When using bad grammar creates communication problems. Your first objective in English should be to communicate, to speak and understand to the highest level you can. Because after all, at the end of the day, what is a language if it's not for communication? Communication is the point of language and the point of learning another language. So concentrate less on grammar, concentrate more on vocabulary and being able to use that vocabulary, activating it. Focus on your communicative abilities. And another thing as well, if you make a mistake in English, don't say, ay, ay, ay. Every time you make a mistake in English, this is an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to improve. Make 10 different mistakes with the same structure or the same piece of vocabulary, and you will learn when you can't use it, and you will have much, much more clearly in your mind when to use it, when you can actually use it. Another thing to remember learning English, this is not something that you can do in 6 months. I know there are these advertisements, learn fantastic English in 3 weeks. It doesn't happen. In my mind, learning a language properly is as hard as becoming a surgeon or a doctor or a space pilot or something like that. It takes years to really master a language. So remember, this is not a short-term objective. This is a long-term objective and something that you are not going to find a quick fix for. So, what are my recommendations? Learn 2 pieces of vocabulary every day and learn to use them properly. Learn how to use them in context. Spend as much time as you can speaking to yourself in English. Take every opportunity possible to converse, to communicate in English with people. And focus on the idea of communication rather than it's got to be perfect. Dare to make mistakes and then you will improve. And then finally, it's not a short-term thing. Learning English is the long haul. So, good luck to you. I know you can do it. And I'm certain if you use constancy, your English will definitely improve. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. How to improve your English.